questioning, discussing. We're trying to bring in some strength there. So the non-official directors' functions will have to be now comparable, analogous to the independent directors. So that's something which is happening now. Boards are given mandate for training of directors, both for the induction and for specialized purposes. Boards are given mandate again to evaluate the NOD, non-official directors' performance annually on a peer review basis. Thorough professionalization is what we are aiming at by doing these. The next is about leadership development in banks. Executive directors' strength in larger banks are raised to 4 for better functioning, focus, and also thrust on technology. Particularly on technology, we would ensure that there is an executive director who completely focuses on that, because the cyber security risks which banks face is also something which leadership should be consciously seized of. Creation of leadership pipeline under the BBB, the Bank Bureau Leadership Development Program, is also being introduced. So with all this, the public sector bank and their drive, we are going through wide-ranging reforms. Financially stronger PSBs are the ones which we are aiming at. Remember, please recall that in the budget we had made a provision of 70,000 crores. Well-provisioned PSBs, 14 already in profit. We'd like all of them to do well. Then technology-driven banking is what is the emphasis on today. Scale and synergy will be acquired because of the consolidation that we've done today, and governance is also getting strengthened, professionalized, and independence given to them to function. Now, if all this is what we have, of the 70,000 crores that we've given, I want a certainty out there for the consolidation. Have we just done the consolidation and left them free? No. We are giving them enough capital reserves with which they can be confidently functioning without worrying. And I underline here, even as we announce all the consolidation, we have given enough instructions for the banks at the branch level to be sure that that which we had announced last Friday in terms of liquidity, in terms of working with NBFCs, in terms of making sure that the credit availability in the market, all this will not suffer. On the contrary, we would want at the branch level enough dedicated staff to attend to that, and not entirely all the staff to be looking after the consolidation program itself. So that has been very clearly instructed to the banks. We expect them to dedicate their staff to make sure last Friday's announcement as regards liquidity, availability of credit, reaching out to customers, reaching out to NBFCs, all happen without any disruption. So those dedicated to take care of smoothing out these consolidation will be completely dedicated for this purpose without having that suffer. So a rough, absolutely approximated number of what we would like to infuse with these banks. Punjab National Bank will get something around 16,000 crores. I just want one rider, one clause to be put here. These are approximate amounts. We will obviously tailor-make them according to the banks and the requirement, which will be discussed with the banks at that level. But here we are just giving you a broad indicator. Don't hold us on to this amount to the last digit. So Union Bank of India would get 11,700. Bank of Baroda will get 7,000. Although that was an earlier tranche of consolidation, we still support them. Canara Bank gets 6,500. Approximately all of them. Indian Bank 2,500. Now, does that mean we forget those which are existing in the regions? Not at all. Indian Overseas Bank, we think about 3,800 crores. Central Bank of India, 3,300 crores. UCO Bank, 2,100 crores. And United Bank of India, 1,600 crores. And Punjab and Sindh Bank, 750 crores. Now, these are not to take care of just the consolidation related work, most of which is already provided for. This is aimed at growth. This is aimed at reaching out to the market, reaching out to the customers for growth purposes. So these are amounts which are being given and provided to these banks which are getting consolidated to aim at growth and growth only. So consolidation is not being enabled through this, but these are growth driven. So I think we've given you a